Hey everybody, what's up, man? It is Wednesday, it is hump day, and I hope everybody has had a great day and had a really good first part of the week. You got 2 more days until the weekend, and if you happen to work and be off the weekends, it's like it's in 2 more days, and that's it. You got it. Just make sure when you get to these weekends or your time off or wherever you want to enjoy time off, have a barbecue. You know me, I love a barbecue. So have a barbecue, get outside as best you can. It's kind of tough right now. It's 101 degrees here where I'm at. That's pretty darn hot. And so I do avoid being outside when it's that freaking hot. Just saying. Uh, One thing that we do, we prep and we make sure we have our long-term storables and all that good stuff and our short-term storables. We got to make sure we have all that, everything squared away as much as we can possibly afford without breaking the bank, and store everything in a nice, cool, dry place. But something some people do not think about is technically home security. Now, we got these things, and that's good home security enough. I got a dog, very nice home security. But on a lesser expensive way, you know, 24-hour surveillance. You can't go wrong. I got them all four places, one front, one to back, sides. My neighbor's got one next door it's a wired system. It's second to none. It is surpasses everything that you get, but it costs a lot, and he can afford it. I'm not rich, so I go the lesser expensive route, but I go the best that I can find for the least amount of money. Now, solar panel, cameras outside, can't go wrong. They're Wi-Fi. They go to your phone. You have an app. If you get a little like beep beep or something like that, you know where to go to, and you check that camera, and then you check your other cameras. They're set up as devices like 1, 2, 3, 4 in my case, and if one goes off, that's what I look for. You can't go wrong. Now, some people have garages or barns or whatever, and they have outside lights. If you don't use all the outside lights, as far as like sitting on your garage, your garage door. Some people have two lights, one on one side, one on the other. If you don't use them both, get you something like this. All right. This here is a light bulb style camera. This is one of the better ones. You can unscrew this, screw it into your light bulb, screw it up. You got security. And you can't go wrong. This little puppy, night vision, color, can track you, can detect you, a dog, a person, and follow you, wherever you want to go, and record it, and then it'll save the recordings. And it does require either putting things in the cloud, which does cost a little bit of money, or you can get an SD card, stick it in here, 128 gigabyte, or even a 64 gigabyte. I use 64 gigabytes. That's more than enough for me. And they're a lot less expensive. But peace of mind to having outdoor security camera systems that you can see what's going on in your yard or in your little area, and you can see them out because they do stretch out. I mean, I look at this one and the ones in the front, and of course I can see my neighbors' houses and stuff. Now I don't spy on them, and they know I got them, so it's no big deal. And it's mainly covering my front yard, and it's covering my driveway, and of course the front doors and all that stuff. Now, getting a Ring camera for your front door, you can't beat that either. But these things here, they cost less, and they save information. Like I said, they bounce it up to the cloud, or they bounce it to an SD card, and like I said, the peace of mind of having cameras outside when you can be in your house doing whatever, right? Even snoozing at night, and your little beep beep goes off, and you grab your phone because that's where you usually keep the app that controls all these things, and you just punch it up, and you can see what's going on out there in real time and in color. Now, you can't beat that. For the price, you truly can't beat that. And having home security and having stuff that you can look around outside with and be aware of what's going on in your area, especially at night when you're not paying attention to stuff, is a good thing. Now, I also have a dog. If you love dogs or like dogs, you can't go wrong with having a decent-sized dog in your house, even if it's a small house. A dog barking, even a little dog barking, is a little early warning device. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a little dog, they yip, 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 but they will wake you up and let you know something is not quite right. Now, my bigger dog, he kind of gives a big old bark, goes crazy, even gives a little howl. You're going to wake up, and then you're going to turn your cameras on. The cameras are on, but you're going to turn your phone on to look at the view of the cameras, and you can see what's going on or what was going on, because you can hit replay and see what was going on. Before then maybe the dog barked and then stopped barking, so you can see what might have been out there. It has brought me to attention on a couple of times of people walking around 2:00 in the morning where, never recognized them. They're probably up to no good. Once in a while we get some break-ins out here for vehicles outside. And so having outdoor cameras, you just can't go wrong. So, like I said, for the peace of mind, get you something like that. If you have like an extra light out there, get one of these light bulb type security cameras and get you get a good one. You don't have to get the best ones out there. I mean, they can cost some money, but this one here, the one I got, I think it was like $39, $40, and then I've got two, and then two with the solar panels. So they keep fully charged. Everything keeps going on. You can see what's happening. They have little floodlights on them and stuff. You just, can't go wrong, because sometimes just a floodlight pops on, be enough to take somebody and say, oh crap, and then go somewhere else, because maybe they've been seeing, maybe you've got these on the inside and they don't know that. And, just a good thing to have. So I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention, just in case maybe you didn't have any, maybe you never thought about outside cameras, maybe you thought they were too expensive. And yeah, you can get real expensive ones. Like I said, my neighbor's got an elite camera system. He also covers part of my front yard. He covers half the freaking road up and down. You can't go wrong. He covers his backyard. He covers 4 backyards in the back. Still, I like my own. This way I can see it whenever I want to see it. So it's just food for thought. It's just food for thought. They're not all expensive. And like I said, for the peace of mind that they can give you, it's worth its weight in gold. So, all right, then. Hey, look, I appreciate you being here. I really do. Prepare for this SHtF, because it's coming sooner rather than later. And we all kind of expecting it to come sometime by the end of this year for sure. And then a big one, SHtF at the end of 28. Just expecting it. And you should expect it too. If it doesn't happen, perfect. Nothing goes on perfect, because don't really want nothing to go on. You know what I'm saying? Don't really want anything to go on. But the law of averages, the way things are going, something's going to go on. So it's better to be ready for it. And it's better to be able to have eyes outside that you can see. It's always a good idea. So, all right then. Hey, look, till next time, it's nothing but love for you. I truly mean it. Cover your six. Keep yourself safe. Keep your home safe. And just take care of one another, all right? Until next time, we'll catch you later.